Okay, so what I want to do now is just look at maybe just getting the quantities there for road 1. So I'll do that on the cross sections, or through the cross sections. And what I want to do is first of all create a surface for the formation level of the road. So if I click on my road 1 corridor, go back into corridor surfaces here, I'm going to create a new surface, and I'll just call this, let's say, formation, and I'm going to set the style to no display. I don't want to see it. I'm going to add in the formation link and datum. So if you see both of those, formation and datum, add them in. So it's just that I'm using a combination, I think, of the, we'll say, the US sub-assemblies, which call it the datum, and then the UK IE ones, which call it the underside, the formation. And then for the formation surface, set this overhang correction to bottom links, just to make sure that it does triangulate along the underside of the corridor correctly. So I'm going to click OK on that, rebuild the corridor, and what I want to do then is project both of those surfaces, the finished surface and the formation surface, onto the cross sections. So select one of the sample lines, sample more sources, and then I'm going to add in both of those new surfaces. And for the finished surface, I'm just going to change the style to proposed ground, click OK, and they should come in on your sections. Okay, so I can see them there in my sections. Okay, so what I want to do then is calculate the quantities for the road. Okay, so if I click on one of my section views, go to compute materials, and that's fine. Existing surface, and I set my proposed to the formation, click OK, and then just go back into compute materials straight away, and then we get, I suppose, to where we want to be. So material list, I'm just going to change this to quantities. First quantity is going to be cut, quantity type cut. So I want everything below the existing, above the formation. Set the style here to something so I can just see what it's doing on the cross sections. I'm going to add a new material, fill, quantity type is fill. I'm going to set the style to hatching 32, and then add in the same two surfaces again. This time it's just going to be, the conditions are going to be the opposite way around, so everything above the existing top up below formation. Okay, so that'll give me the cut and fill up to formation level, and then what I can do, if I want to pull out the we'll say the volume of the concrete backing for the curbs, or the volume of the different layers of paving, I can I can extract out bits of the corridor instead of using the surface. So I can change this to corridor shape, click add new material, I'll just call this a surface course, for example. I'm going to set the style to no display, so it's already hatched on the corridor. Set the quantity type to structure, so you need to do that if you're pulling out bits of the corridor. And then I can add in whatever bits of the corridor that I want. So in that lane sub-assembly that I'm using, there's 4 layers: pave 1, pave 2, base and sub-base. So my surface course is going to be the top layer, which is pave 1. Add that in. Can do another one there. So I'll just call this the binder, and structures, no display, and pave 2. Okay, so you can continue doing that and building up your quantity list of quantities like that. So just going to click OK on that now, and it should hatch those areas. So it's hatching, that's the cut, and then that would be that's the fill there. So your hatching should look right. Okay. If your hatching doesn't look right, then there's probably a problem with your corridor surfaces. Okay, so we're going to extract those quantities and then tidy up the sections in the next video. Okay.